For the first 3 weeks of his life with us, this kitten would not let a single hand come near him. He would press himself into the corner of the carrier, shaking, eyes wide. Every sound made him flinch. Nobody who saw him then would have believed what he does today. Every single night now, he flips onto his back and shows his belly to the one person he trusts most in the world. But to understand why that matters so much, we have to go back to the beginning, because trust like that is never given. It is earned, one quiet moment at a time. And what this family went through to get there, nobody saw coming. His name is Sunny, an orange tabby kitten found alone behind a grocery store on a cold October morning. No mother in sight, no siblings, just a tiny, trembling ball of fur hiding beneath a delivery pallet. A worker heard the crying and called it in. By the time Emily arrived at the shelter, Sunny had already been labeled extremely fearful. Staff warned her this one might take months to come around, if he ever does. Most people would have chosen a friendlier kitten. Emily didn't. She said something about his eyes. He looked like he had already given up on people. I couldn't leave him like that. The first night home, Sunny disappeared under the couch and did not come out for 2 days. Emily left food by the edge. She left water. She sat on the floor nearby, just saying nothing, breathing quietly so he could learn her sound. She didn't try to coax him out. She didn't reach underneath to grab him the way some people might. Instead, she simply existed near him, over and over, until her presence stopped meaning danger. Friends told her she was wasting her time. He's probably too far gone, one of them said. Some cats just never come around. Emily didn't listen. She kept showing up. On the third day, Sunny saw 2 eyes staring back at her from the dark. He didn't move closer, but he didn't run either. That was the beginning, but what happened next would change everything. Week by week, Sunny's world grew a few inches at a time, from under the couch to the hallway, from the hallway to the edge of the kitchen. He still flinched at sudden movement. He still hid when guests came over. Emily never rushed him. She simply showed up every day at the same times, doing the same small things. Consistency, it turns out, is its own kind of love language for a frightened animal. Little did she know, this was only the beginning of what Sunny would teach her. By the second month, Sunny had started sleeping near the couch instead of under it, close but not touching, watching her from a careful distance, the way a soldier studies unfamiliar territory. Emily kept a journal of his small victories, the day he ate from her hand, the day he let her fingers brush his head for exactly 2 seconds before he darted away, the day he sat on the same cushion as her for the very first time without bolting. Progress, but fragile progress.
One loud noise from outside could undo a week of trust in an instant. And there were setbacks. There always are. One afternoon, a delivery truck backfired right outside the window. Sunny bolted back under the couch and stayed there for 4 straight days. Emily started over. Food by the edge, water nearby, quiet, patient presence. She never once raised her voice at him, not even in frustration. He wasn't being difficult, she says now. He was being a survivor. That's all fear is, really. Survival wearing a different face. By the time he came back out, something in him seemed different, calmer. As if some part of him understood, this time that hiding wasn't going to make her disappear, that she would simply wait for him again, the way she always had. I see you still haven't subscribed. Honestly, that actually breaks my heart a little. Hit that button right now, it costs nothing and it means everything to stories like Sunny's. And then, at exactly 3 a.m. on a night Emily still remembers clearly, everything changed. She woke up to a soft weight pressing against her leg. She lay perfectly still, barely breathing, afraid to break the moment. Sunny had climbed onto the bed on his own for the first time ever and curled up beside her. She didn't touch him, she didn't move, she just let him stay. In the morning, he was still there, blinking up at her in the early light. From that moment on, something between them had shifted permanently. He started following her from room to room. He started waiting by the door when she left for work. He started answering her voice with a small, uncertain chirp, like he was still learning how to talk to someone he trusted. What she discovered next would stay with her for the rest of her life. One evening, exhausted from a difficult day, Emily sat on the floor and simply cried. She wasn't expecting anyone to notice, but Sunny walked straight over, climbed into her lap and rolled onto his back, belly exposed, completely open, completely vulnerable. For a cat who once shook at the sound of footsteps, this was everything. In the animal world, showing your belly is not an invitation to be touched. It is a declaration. It means, I am not afraid of you anymore. It means, I know you will not hurt me. For most cats, that moment comes easily, almost automatically. For Sunny, it came after months of trembling under furniture, months of careful silence, months of Emily asking for nothing in return. Emily says she cried harder in that moment than she had all day, but for a completely different reason. Not sadness this time, something closer to relief, mixed with a kind of pride she didn't know an animal could give her. She sat there on the floor for almost an hour, barely moving, letting him stay exactly where he was. That night marked the true turning point. From then on, the belly-up pose became Sunny's signature. He does it during nap time, he does it in the mornings waiting for breakfast. He does it every single night without fail, right before bed. The kitten, who once couldn't be looked at directly, now demands to be seen, held, and loved openly. Visitors are stunned when they hear his story. They see a confident, affectionate cat sprawled across the couch, and they assume he was always this way. Emily always corrects them gently. He wasn't born this way. He chose to become this way because someone was patient enough to wait for him. She keeps a photo from his first week, the trembling kitten under the pallet, next to a photo of him now, belly up, completely relaxed. She says it reminds her that trust is never instant. It is built, quietly, in 1,000 small moments nobody else ever sees. The friends who once told her she was wasting her time now ask her for advice about their own frightened rescues. Her answer is always the same. Stop trying to fix them. Just stay. That's the whole secret. Sunny is now fully grown, a little mischievous, and completely unrecognizable from the frightened kitten under the pallet. He greets guests at the door now, tail high, completely unbothered. The same cat who once vanished for 4 days at the sound of a truck now naps through thunderstorms without flinching. But every now and then, Emily still finds him watching her from across the room. Not with fear this time, with something closer to gratitude, if a cat can feel such a thing. She believes he remembers. Not the fear exactly, but the feeling of finally being safe. Because some stories don't need a dramatic rescue to be powerful. Sometimes the bravest thing an animal can do is simply choose, one small step at a time, to trust again. Do you think animals truly remember who saved them? Or is that just something we want to believe? Tell me in the comments below.